So it looks like Battlefield or Smashville is the pick. Smashville, they could have just said go to Smashville. They didn't have to do the whole striking thing. So Marth is going to be the pick against Samus. Do you know anything about this matchup?
Oh, well, I know that what Samus' goals really are revolve around conditioning the opponent. And you can see Plup doing certain options to make the conditioning on point. To respect the space, you can expect Plup to do some wave dash in F tilts to cover a lot of range really quickly. And whenever he gets that range and whenever MVG starts respecting that, that's where we're going to be seeing some of those missiles come out. So it's going to be a game really about keeping on your toes as much as you can and seeing whether or not MVG can get conditioned. But MVG, however, that double dip, taking that first stock with authority. Yeah,
very surprising. He was able to pick up that double dare, but Plup striking back with that F smash there. So we've got a pretty even game between these two. Seems like M2K has done an excellent job of kind of pressuring him to the ledge and then punishing him for choosing any options off it.
Oh yeah, and I'm curious, just kind of theory crafting here, if this game doesn't go in Plup's favor, will we be seeing the Sheik? Because he did make that switch in melee from Samus to Sheik. Okay, M2K getting that grab, tries to find that down tilt. Really good zoning option. It comes out so quick as well.
Yeah, he's got to be careful though. Marth spends a lot of it. I was going to say, Marth spends a lot of his time in the air. He is a prime target for that charge shot. But Plup accidentally let it go a little bit too early there.
Oh, gets another grab. And that's what I'm talking about. You're going to be, as Samus, you really want to condition your opponents. You're thinking that he's getting reads, but it's more so he's conditioning M2K to stay in his shield, and that's why he's consistently picking up these grabs. And like right there, using the missile, M2K expecting another missile. That's why he puts up the shield once again, and Plup just has an easy peasy grab afterwards.
Yeah, and you see him grabbing a lot. I was actually really surprised by that, how often he's using Samus's grab. But the thing is, you won't see him whiff it pretty much ever. I think I've seen him whiff it twice today, all day. Oh, yeah. He only does it when it's 100% confirmed for the most part.
Indeed. And for all y'all who want some more information on how Samus really works, be sure you check out Hugs' guide. Shout out to Hugs.
Yeah.
Laying down all the knowledge. Nice back air from M2K, but he's kind of suffering from that Marthritis, right? You have a hard time really KOing as Marth as the percents climb. Yeah. Plup, on the other hand, takes out M2K with that down tilt. It's 3 stocks to 1 here, Coney.
Yeah, M2K might be able to take off a stock with an F smash or something like there, but no, he goes for the grab instead. Plup just enjoying this 2-stock lead.
Yeah, I think M2K is going for the Hancock maybe when the percent gets a little bit higher. That up throw might work out because Samus, even though she's heavy, is actually a floaty.
Yeah. I think she's like 5th heaviest in this game, as Pooch said earlier. But she will die to up throw, most likely from Marth. Right now, it doesn't look like he's going to be dying anytime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Way off on the side, and M2K can't even convert it there, but there's the neutral B, and that's going to take off the 2nd stock.
Excellent, and this is going to be a lot easier for M2K to get that nice combo game going. We saw how quick he took out a stock at the beginning of the game, and if he makes the right reads, if he makes the right aerials connect, we can see something similar in this next stock. Already trying to sweep down with that down air, doesn't quite find it. Plup manages to get in that neutral air, and that's another thing that Samus is really good with. She's not necessarily the best with approaching, but what she does have is a set of tools that serve as excellent counter hit options. Anytime M2K comes in, he cannot come in for free. You can expect Plup to throw out the right options at the right time just to counter.
So right now we got 105. M2K doing what he can. He has to play perfectly to not land into an errant F smash like he has, like right there. Plup has been throwing those out, and he's been on point with them.
Indeed. And nice, jumping in the air and using that grapple just to zone out M2K a bit and put on a little bit of damage. Nice forward smash. Plup taking game 1.
Just very carefully placing that F smash just out of nowhere. He just wave dashes, I think, a little bit to the side, just throws it out there. It's so strong. It's going to take off that first game. So Plup up 1-0 on the King of the Muse.
So M2K, he has that arsenal of characters ready to go. You know, he can, and here, oh, never mind, just kidding.
No, I thought so too. When they went back, I think he still might be thinking about it. He's just trying to decide on a stage, but once the stage is locked, I'm sure we're going to see him kind of hover over a bunch of characters, maybe consider. I don't know if Marth is the best pick, as we saw in that last game.
Yeah, not necessarily sure. Samus's unique attributes make it so she's a little bit more difficult to combo.
Yeah.
And even though M2K had a pretty sweet combo at the beginning of game 1, he couldn't really find it as the set continued. Couldn't really bring out that clutch factor.
Yeah, it was really strange because it looked so crisp. It looked easy. And then he did it, and then everything after that just kind of looked sloppy, and it was here and it was there, and nothing really came together. So I feel like we're going to see a character switch. We're back at the character select screen.
Yeah, and it came down to the fact that, oh, there it is. There it is. The Sheik from M2K, certainly something we have to behold. I'm curious if we would potentially see a Sheik Ditto.
I was thinking that too. I was just thinking that. Yep.
I was talking with Plup, and he feels really confident. He thinks that he can beat M2K in a Sheik Ditto if he wanted to.
Well, I believe that M2K has historically been pretty bad at it. I know he's lost to Shrooms before in Melee.
He has, I guess, an old school Sheik under a mentality of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And so that's why you'll see his Sheik really tend more towards the ledges. Whereas there is the concept of the more modern or future Sheik that Dr. Peepee has illustrated a couple times. One that relies a lot and utilizes, I think, the auto-cancel aerials as best as possible.
So he's actually sticking with Zelda here. We thought he was just going to go off and use it for recovery, but he's stuck on Zelda, and he's not switching off.
I mean, M2K, he has experience with every character from the Melee roster, and probably every character in this roster as well.
Sure.
Certainly, I honestly believe that even with some of these low-tier heroes, M2K can pick it up and be one of the top players immediately. His game knowledge is that deep. And some of the buffs that Zelda has in Project M will actually aid him in this cause.
Yeah. So what he's trying to do is use that, I think it's called Feyor's Wind, or whatever that thing is called, his neutral B, to shoot back all the missiles that Sam is going to shoot at him, but it's not going to happen. Plup is a very seasoned player. He knows not to go for that. Almost gets him off the side there.
Yeah, M2K with a nice sweet spot, but once again getting stuck in his shield. Plup with the charge shot, taking another stock from M2K.
Down throw charge shot, such a strong option. That's going to take his stock off pretty early. Plup is still sub 100%. Meanwhile, enjoying this 2-stock lead.
Nice DI, surviving from that sweet spot back air, but here comes the Sheik. M2K eager to plant one more back air, finds the forward air. Charging up some needles. He's going to try sniping the bombs, I think.
143. He's going to go ahead and bounce back.
Ooh.
Nope. I don't think I've ever seen a Samus get gimped. Like, once in my life. That's actually a complete shocker.
Well, there are interesting things you can do. I know you can use the needles and blow up some of the bombs so they can't do, like, a bomb jump recovery.
Smart.
So maybe we'll see that. Definitely works in Melee.
51%. Oh, my goodness. So, the F-air into the grab combo from Plup. So sick.
And look at that aerial collision that happened kind of ties back into that counter hit style that Samus has. Sure, M2K got the fair, but he did not get it for free. That long-lasting there ends up clipping him and prevents future follow-ups.
Samus is such a heavy character, she really doesn't mind trading with you as much, especially if you're playing a character like Sheik, who would die historically pretty easy.
Ooh.
But there goes the up air, and he's going to take off the second stock from Plup. M2K trying his best to bring this back. Yeah,
keep in mind, even though Samus is heavy, she's certainly on the floatier side, and that's why some of those options that KO off the top work really nicely against her. Okay,
oh no, he's off the side. He does not have a jump. M2K going to hit him as best he can.
I'm not sure if he touched the ground. Using those bombs. And that's going to be another stock. Talk about a turnaround from M2K. All of a sudden, this game seems right back in his favor.
Yeah, it just seemed like very sloppy play there from Plup. He never touched the ground. He was in the air forever. He's going to hit out that F smash, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, a grounded Samus has so many options, whereas an aerial Samus, more so than not, is looking for counter hits.
Yep.
Nice. Sweeping with that down smash. Has great coverage on that platform. And Plup famously said that I think on Yoshi's, if he gets a down smash, he should be able to take a stock from anyone.
49%, 63. There's that crouch cancel down tilt. So now Plup has a charge shot ready. So M2K has to be careful. If he gets grabbed, he's probably going to get hit with the down throw charge shot, which might be enough to kill, depending on his DI.
Plup's patience, certainly something to behold, but M2K dropping down with that long-lasting nair. Shoots the charge shot, barely misses it. I think he was trying to equate for the rising platform, just shoots it a little bit too high. M2K with a nice back air takes game 2.
It's really interesting because M2K did a get-up attack, and Sheik's get-up attack keeps her so low to the ground that it actually went right over her head. I feel like if it was many other characters, they still would have gotten hit by it. But the fact that she does that little sweep thing so low to the ground helps him to avoid that. So good pick by Sheik by M2K there. Definitely used the counter pick advantage. I mean, what, am I going to be out over there? Oh, I mean, I got to finish this. I can't jump off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you all so much once again for tuning in. This is Smash and Splash. We're in the middle of Project M Winners Finals. Plup versus M2K tied 1 game apiece here, going to bans. So, M2K, the Sheik ended up working out pretty nicely.
I want to finish this out. Sorry.
Yeah, so the Sheik ended up working out pretty nicely, I'd say, for M2K.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely made a lot of adjustments, too, in his playstyle. I was actually shocked that we saw Zelda for 1.5 stocks there, and he still managed to pull out the win. Looked a little uncomfortable on Zelda, but he still made it work. So that's good. For this third game, I don't know what the stage is going to be. Samus, I mean, you tell me. What do you think Samus prefers mostly?
It's a really good question. I've seen Plup do a lot of work on Yoshi's, and that's why we saw the immediate ban.
Sure.
WarioWare has similar attributes, and that I think makes sense as to why we're going here.
I feel like Sheik would be pretty good on this stage as well, just because it has super short sides.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard to say. Super short sides, and I know that she does kill off the side with that F air pretty easily.
And she can wall-cling as well.
Yeah.
For some extended shenanigans, for a lack of a better phrase. Oh, nice! Oh. Down air setting up perfectly for that forward smash. What an early stock, under 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was beautiful. He's only at 18%, and he has that charge shot ready. I think I don't know what that was. Maybe he thought he was going to jump up into it. Not quite sure, but one stock advantage for Plup right now.
And I love that quick nair option from M2K. Comes out so fast and covered whatever out of shield option Plup was going for.
And Plup is so good at those down air setups. It's so smart that he knows not to just go for something like a neutral air or an F air. He knows to go for the down air to knock you up to get that F smash like he did the first stock. M2K going to respond. I think that was a nair.
That was an up air.
Okay, so it just came out immediately. Yeah, you're right. Okay. 108%, so he's got to be careful not to throw out those wild F smashes like that one.
I mean, they certainly have been connecting, haven't they, Coney? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, am I right? Whoa, nice dash attack into forward air. Grabs the ledge and then finds the back air. Nice forward air once again. Wow. That was one of the quickest stocks I have ever seen.
Oh my god, M2K pulling it right back, showing that he knows what he's doing as well. So Plup gonna go for the edge guard. There's the F smash again. This is back and forth.
I absolutely love the way both of these players are playing right now. M2K tried to set up something with instead of tilts, but Plup plants a tilt of his own. Ends up popping on M2K.
Right now, 61 to 46. The percent is really negligible. These guys are just killing each other just out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. I think one thing worth noting is I feel that Sheik is definitely out of crouch cancel percent, so she can't do any crouch cancel down tilt setups. But aside from that, you're right. Relatively negligible. Wow. Forward smash. Once again, forcing the high recovery. Here comes the punish. Can he convert?
Not quite gonna kill, but there's the power missile, and he's gonna die. M2K is on his last stock here.
Oh yeah, and this is a really pivotal game.
Yeah.
You know, third game. Whoever wins this, if it goes to a game 5, will have the counter pick on the final game of this set. M2K swatting Plup's approach away with that fair. Plup trying to stick him one more time with that super missile.
117%. There's the up air. Yeah, he's definitely going to fall to that, like you said. Samus is a floaty character, so she does die off the top a little bit easier. M2K with a 62% deficit, but that's not too crazy.
Yeah, certainly doable. Did you remember how fast that one stock in particular, I believe it was the third stock.
Oh, yeah.
M2K so dominant at the edge, and we're about to see some of this dominance right here. Oh, I forgot that Samus in this game actually has the wall jump as well.
Oh, scary.
Super scary, but M2K so patient, so confident in his shield. It's whittling down, though. It's going to be a lot easier to get poked. Yeah. There's the counter hit. Quick nair option from Plup.
Oh, up to 91%. We've got a dead even game. Oh! He chases him off stage, but not quite going to be enough. He gets hit by the up B.
Doesn't find the nair. Plup finds the F smash, but M2K still living. Avoids the super missile. This could be the end right here. Plup dropping down. He's still in this game. Misses the dash attack.
Yeah, the dash attack was a little crazy. I don't like that he keeps going. Jab, F smash! And that's game 3.
Hit him with the haymaker. Plup is on set point.
That was wild. I didn't even know you could do that. The jab, F smash. That can't be real. There's no way that's real.
Man. I love it.
Yeah, that's the little man.
That's a love tap, man.
That's dope. So we're at the game 4, guys. If Plup is able to do this, he's going to be able to knock M2K into loser's bracket, and then he'll have to fight Junebug, who I know is pretty confident against him, actually.
You know, Junebug, I'm not sure. I was watching him play, and it just feels like he's not quite at 100%, you know, especially in that set against Ripple. But hopefully he's taking this time just to decompress, watch this match so he's fully prepared to fight whoever he has to face next.
Yeah, that's just kind of the MDVA special. We always joke and laugh that we're the best region until we SD, and then we're garbage, and then we're awful. At least at PM, we're bad at everything else. We're not good at anything else. So it looks like we got Plup against M2K in Game 4.
Yeah.
Is this another character switch?
perhaps. Remember, MVG's pockets do go pretty deep.
Yeah. I know he's got a Mario, he's got a Fox. Falco?
See, I would not be comfortable playing as
No.
Spacey. Like I said before, Plup, he has decimated Foxes like Leffen before.
No.
Certainly comfortable in this match. M2K, trying to think of this counter pick.
I'm trying to think of, like, stage and character symmetry, but no, it looks like we're just going to Smashville.
Yeah. And M2K, he plays this Fox at more of a counter pick Fox. You can see him pick it against characters like Hungry Box and Jigglypuff, but honestly to varying degrees of success. It's not necessarily like a Fox that I suppose is super relevant in today's meta, but it's still MVG's Fox, so it's definitely a threat to be reckoned with.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Kind of similar to when Armada picked up Fox. I mean, he picked it up, and it was pretty good at first, and obviously he's grown into a national threat. But just the fact that such a smart, competent player is wielding the character, that's all you need.
Indeed. And let's see if this Fox pick plays up. That up smash, such a strong KO option off the top. You can expect a lot from M2K in this game 4.
Yeah, and especially against Samus. I mean, like you said, she's such a light character off the top, so maybe that's what he was thinking. If he's able to get more of those, he's going to be able to kill him a lot earlier, because historically, Plup was living pretty long.
Yeah, think about it like Jigglypuff with missiles.
Oh, God. Yeah.
This is a weird way to think about it, but it kind of works out.
Oh, with that, he's just the aggressive illusion into him. There's a bunch of jabs, but MVG says, I got something for that.
Oh, yes. And here's an opportunity for Plup. Doesn't quite find the forward air. Wow, Plup actually dropping a lot of options here.
Fox gives out the death screen, but he actually doesn't die. He's a 154 here. Plup having a hard time landing this kill.
It seems like his conversion game is a lot better at those mid percents more than it is at those higher percents. All he needs really is one missile. One missile, and it's going to be the end of that stock for sure. Coming in quick with that wave dash.
Whoa! So Plup actually dying to that up smash there. MVG's Fox, despite Plup's knowledge of this matchup, has definitely turned things around here.
Wow, but the dash attack at 177 finally takes that stock. Plup, however, still down an entire stock here. Is there any glaring problems that you're really seeing with Plup's offensive?
Honestly, I think that he's finding a lot less openings just because Fox is so aggressive and he's able to cover himself so well because of his super fast, high-priority options. I mean, MVG's just kind of shuffling across the stage, and that's fine. But when you saw it with other characters, he wasn't able to cover himself just as well, which would Plup would throw out those F smashes. So
you're right.
Making the right adjustments.
No, I completely agree. And one thing to consider is the fact that since Samus relies so heavily on conditioning your opponent, the fact that MVG right now is completely playing the game on his own terms is 1,000% benefiting him and making it so that he is really asserting his dominance in this game.
Yeah. He's only at 83%, so he's not going to die anytime soon unless he gets gimped.
Oh, this might be what he needs. Ends up landing on the platform, which means he does have his jump back. No jump that time, and Plup has once again made this a one-stock differential.
Yeah, as they always say, and one stock is not a lead. So he's up to 42%, 57, eats through the forward air. MVG just throwing out a lot of kicks.
Nice, coming in with that nair. And goes for the up throw instead.
Oh, 78%. MVG has to be careful. He does have that church shot on deck. I don't know if he'd use it just because Fox does have a reflector. He's way off on the side, but it is Samus.
Yeah, grapples onto the ledge. MVG missing that shine spike, staying in that shield. I think he's really trying to bait Plup into throwing out the grab so he can punish with an up smash.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the up smash, and we're going to game 5.
MVG making the right adjustments in that set, just kind of standing right next to Plup and forcing him to make a reaction. And he's able to punish him enough and take off that 4th game. So we're in our last game of this set.
All right, here we go.
Plup, like you said, I'm wondering if we're going to see the Sheik. Just because he's been playing Samus this entire time, MVG has had the option of going different characters, so Plup might want to pull something out in this Game 5 situation. But I'm not quite sure. I mean, if you're going to pull something out, usually people want to do it when they're up 1-0, maybe 2-0. But when it's Game 5, I don't know if that's the best decision.
Yeah, man. King going Sheik against the King of the Muse.
Yeah. A little scary.
I mean, he's confident, but has it actually been put to the test?
Yeah. Especially against his Fox, too, because MVG would not change, most likely. So it would be Sheik against Fox, and MVG seemed absolutely dominant in that last match. So maybe it's better that Plup, sticks to what he knows.
Really thinking over these picks and bans. Battlefield wouldn't surprise me. Basically, any stage with some platforms like that wouldn't really surprise me.
Sure. WarioWare gets banned out as well.
I mean, Yoshi's is open. The one thing about that stage, though, is that it has a lower ceiling, and we've seen how many KOs off the top Mewtwo has.
Yeah.
That was the worst butchering of Mewtwo King's name in the history of butcherings.
Oh, it's not so bad. That's my cat's name. Like,
it's like Meowtwo Zing. Like, oh, man.
So Battlefield being hovered, and that's going to be the pick for Game 5.
All right, let's do this. Game 5 in our winners finals bracket. Let's see who's going to clutch it out. And Mewtwo King going ahead with a more projectile-based neutral, retreating lasers, already putting on 26% before actually even laying a fist on Plup. Nice, getting the grab. Probably trying to set up for a back air. Doesn't quite find it, but Plup ends up getting that neutral air. Finds the down tilt as well. Oh, but with
Sakurai combo, wow.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate for Plup. If he had hit the neutral air, he probably could have extended the combo, potentially even gotten a missile afterwards.
90% to 76. There's the up smash, but it's not going to be enough. Battlefield doesn't have an especially high ceiling.
The falling up air. Super smart, too, with that falling up air because you can't smash DI out of the second hit. The second hit's the one that hits you.
Up to 105. He's going to try to recover. Excellent shine stall there by MVG. He knew that Plup was going to sniff that one out. He still might die here.
Oh, throws out that axe kick a little bit too early, but the back air is going to take that stock. Dead even game.
That looks so clean. The down air to the back air, that just looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, these guys are making a case that this is going to be grand finals. I mean, they're playing out of their minds here, going back and forth completely even. Junebug is probably sweating.
Well, let's see if your MDVA homie can pull it out.
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
51% right now on Plup.
Ooh.
Oh!
Did he cross-castle the down tilt?
I guess, yeah.
Some shenanigans, man. That's all I can say.
Okay, coming in 7%. There's the back air. So Plup at up smash percent for sure.
Certainly. Nice. Oh, wow. You mentioned the up smash. Cody, are you a prophet?
I mean, there it was, and Plup kind of smiled. He was like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. So he knew about that. Oh,
man. The baits from M2K, man. He's just coaxing him, saying, come on, I dare you. I double dare you. You know you want to.
He's shooting back that missile.
And that's saying a lot, too. When the Fox player is conditioning the Samus player, definitely not in the Samus player's court at all.
Yeah.
At all. The complete opposite of how the matchup should be going. Nice. Going for that.
67% up to 74 now. He's off the stage at a weird angle, but he is going to be able to make it back unless... Wow, the up B.
Yeah, and it actually ends up stalling him just long enough. Plup had to use all of those resources and still couldn't quite make it to clip the up B. He does find that forward air, coming in before the axe kick, but once again, a little too high. Just kidding.
Wow.
Back airs for days.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he actually converted off that. MVG King went for the up smash, not quite able to do it.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Down throw mix-ups, yeah, we take those.
All right, that was wild. So Plup didn't react to that. He's going to take that up smash there.
And that's smart, too, because Samus is a character who you can't really up throw up air. And so the down throw is a better option, keeps them close, and if they don't really react to it well, like we saw Plup, then you get the up smash.
Yeah. Up to 34%. MVG King racking up so much damage here. MVG King looking to go to grand finals.
Yeah, Plup, I don't know if he has it in him. He'll have to play really perfectly after taking this stock. But even taking this stock alone will be quite the ordeal, especially given MVG King's playstyle. He's at up smash percentage, tries to get hit by the forward smash, but wow!
No.
Still living, back air, putting him in a rough position, using those bombs trying to recover, but he's forced to use the screw attack early.
Yeah, this is very scary. He's going to try to boot back. He is able to make it, but he's got to get something happening. He could die to pretty much anything.
Nice. Forward tilt comes out before that up smash.
Yeah. He read that illusion back onto the stage, but he didn't quite get the kill for it. But there's the up smash.
Can he do this? He needs to play perfect. Find all the down smashes in the world. Shielding. Oh, the whiff. The whiff. And Plup, heartbroken. You could see it in his eyes.
Yeah, I mean, that was such